Hello, and welcome to Quiet Desperation. Where is Echo Lloyd? It is time to bring Echo Michelle Lloyd home. Oh boy. This is I'm hoping this will be a quick video. I'm completely just speaking off the cuff here. I thought about, since last week, if I should do a 2-year video about Echo. And I didn't want to be, on the bandwagon and all this stuff. Even though I have been making videos for the last few months about Echo, I kind of wanted to let other channels that are far bigger than my little minuscule channel and who have talked about Echo in the past, maybe talk about Echo at this 2-year mark. So today I was on Facebook and I see there's a post, about Echo and about the neighbor. And so I went into YouTube and did a search to see if anyone has, in the last week, done a chat or content about Echo, and there wasn't anything. And I was like, okay, here I go. I'm going to jump in and make one. It breaks my heart that there isn't any content creators who have talked about Echo in the past talking about her today. And, I could be wrong. Maybe they have something coming on the 15th or, earlier in the week, sometime this week. Great, fantastic. But it still just devastates me that there's just so much silence in regards to Echo's disappearance. And yes, today is May 10th, and today is 2 years since really the beginning of the end for Echo. And it just breaks my heart that there has been no movement, no updates. Ellie has not had any updates for the public since December of 2020. I'm appalled and flabbergasted that there's just been nothing. Now, I know, I certainly don't know what's going on behind the scenes with law enforcement. I know that I have talked a few times with the lead investigator, and he has told me that he very much wants to solve this case. I have no choice, as any of us don't, but to trust law enforcement. I know that there are, policemen and law enforcement agencies out there that are not good. I understand that. But it's all we've got. We, or you, or anyone in the public cannot go all vigilante, and we cannot arrest a person who is, maybe we suspect, has committed a crime. I wish we could. I think a lot more cases would be solved because there are people who know. There are people who have great information, and for whatever reason, sometimes it gets ignored. But with that said, I support our law enforcement. For all the bad, for all the mistakes they make, the majority are good cops and want resolution, want answers, want justice. So we have to. We have to depend on law enforcement. So with that said, for me, what that means is I use my voice. I send emails. I call law enforcement. I shake the branches. Because in order for there to be justice in this case, you and me and anyone who hears Echo's name and cares about Echo and wants justice for Echo, we need to use our voice. We need to continue to flood law enforcement with emails. And that's Benton County too, not just the MSHP, but both. We need to call them. We need to call the lead investigator. And I have all of that information in the description below. I will add, I'm going to make a couple calls tomorrow since it's late in the day here. And if the information needs to be updated, phone numbers, maybe new investigators, whatever, I will post a video with that and let you know. As of today, the information that I have in the description is, as far as I know, correct. But we need to be a voice for Echo. We need to use our voice and use it loudly and let them know we are not going to forget. We are not going to let this go cold. We want justice for Echo. When I first started to do my research for, what happened to Echo and the timeline and all of that, before I knew anything about the neighbor at all, I only knew he was the neighbor. My instincts honed in on him. I don't know why. I do now, but at the time I was like, well, he was just a neighbor. I agree, it's him. I agree. All the evidence points to him. And why he hasn't been drug in and interrogated, I do not understand. What really locked it for me about this neighbor, this POS, who harassed Echo, stalked Echo, controlled Echo, allegedly, I'll say allegedly. I forgot my train of thought. I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree. It's him. But what locked it for me, locked it in, was his grandfather. The way his grandfather was injured was an act of rage. You don't just fall and snap your back. I mean, I guess if you have some serious osteoporosis, maybe, but usually not. That is an act of rage to literally snap a human being in two. I believe Echo's disappearance and the grandfather's death are tied together. Allegedly. Who's the common denominator in all of this? The neighbor, the grandson, the quote-unquote friend of Echo. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because feel like I need to tread lightly in what I talk about here, about him. But these are just my opinions, following the research that I did, and yeah, it's right there in front of them. And anyway, I will end this now, and I want you to, every day this week, remember Echo Lloyd, which I'm sure you will. You probably don't need any prompting from little old me. But please, share this video. Use your voice. Shake the branches. Support Kelsey and her siblings and her family. And let's fight to get justice for Echo. Let's fight to get her name back into the news and on the national stage. Let's fight for that. Let's not stop. Echo deserves justice, and she deserves to be brought home.